Hey fam, I am back for the faction today and I'm stoked to have Denny and Kieran from Vilify here talking about their ripper new track, Veils of Grey. Welcome, welcome guys.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for having us.
My absolute pleasure. This song is brutally heavy. Like, goddamn, it honestly blew me away. Tell everyone what the song is about, because you cover some heavy religious themes here. I picked up so much listening, but I'd love to hear from you guys what it means to you.
Okay, do you want to take this one, Kieran? You're probably better at explaining this one by now.
Okay, yeah, well, it's actually after talking to Amy about it more, and we got in an almost argument, a very rare argument, because her take on it was that she has some issues with religion, obviously, just to do with them sort of not accepting certain types of people, especially like gay people and stuff. And her experience as a gay girl at I got to get it right, at a Christian school was obviously less than ideal. She had teachers and stuff, judging her for that and trying to, I don't know, ungay her, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a Catholic school. It's a real thing that happens.
It'd be just Catholic. I found out as we were researching all this sort of stuff that the Catholics are the most intolerant towards gay people. So Amy's goal was just to write a song that sort of brings all of that to light and gets people talking about it and gets people to know that in the heavy music community there is a space for them if they're sort of segregated from their church or whatever. So it's a nice concept because I thought we were just full on attacking religion, just fuck religion completely. But then Amy pulled me up and she said, well, that's not really what I want to do, because then that's being just the same as what the church does, not showing not showing any compassion. And she said she wants to be better than them, and just show compassion towards them, towards the church, and just, outline that there's some issues that we should probably talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. Like, we only need more acceptance in the world, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was her whole point. Whereas me just being a dumb, being a guy, I was like, yeah, let's fucking burn the churches.
But even the fact that you're internally having that level of conversation and learning from each other is hugely impactful as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like, as you write music and you have to go and learn the songs, and you learn a lot as a musician, but just that conversation taught me a lot just as a person, because I found as we were going through the release cycle and everything and writing what the song was about and stuff, I just started getting really riled up unnecessarily, just about like different aspects of religion. And so that's where I was coming from. And then Amy, who has, way more right to be outraged than I do, she was able to stay calm and sort of pull me up. And I was just getting all all angsty.
I love that extra layer to it, and that it's coming from a calming place, because when you listen to the track, like, I don't blame you for getting riled up. Like, it's goddamn aggressive in a fantastic way, but I can kind of get both sides for you for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I said to Amy, well, I didn't say it, but I was thinking, why did we write such a, it's quite obviously anti-religious and borderline satanic looking video, and then a pretty bitey set of lyrics, if we're not going to full on attack religion. I didn't get it until she said what she said, and I was like, okay, that's a heaps better concept and better plan.
I think learning from one another is really, really wholesome, and it's quite nice to hear that.
Yeah. And then she took something from it as well, because when I told her that she had taught me something as a person, like it made me reflect on myself as a person. She was at the airport after being stuck between shows for The Beautiful Monument, and she said I made her cry while she was at the airport. So it was like it was a nice little bonding thing. I don't know.
I love that for you guys. You mentioned the film clip before with some, pretty full-on imagery. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I actually had to go back and watch it a second time so that I didn't miss any moments. Do you guys want to talk me through the concept and imagery and what it means to you to put out something like that?
Yeah, sure. I can probably answer this one at least a bit.
Yeah.
So kind of the idea originally was we wanted to create our own artwork, and we're kind of thinking of a way to tie it all in, like with the video and that kind of thing. And that's why the artwork is like actually made during the video. So it's all around like the concepts that Kieran was describing before, and that some people can use religion as a justification for their actions, whether it's good or bad. So that's kind of the whole premise, is that the kind of witchy kind of person, or the deity, I guess, is controlling the person doing the painting. So that's the kind of premise behind that. Yeah. And then obviously, yeah.
Sorry, please keep going, please.
No, you go. It's all good.
I was just going to say, like, when the very first time I watched it, and the artist is doing this kind of what starts with like a little circle and then becomes this like, encapsulating like black hole almost. That's what really hit me. Is it was like, that's what it feels like, as someone who was brought up in a Catholic school and a Catholic upbringing. It's like, it kind of feels like this toxic black hole. And then, that's one of the biggest things that I picked up. And it's nice to sort of, for you to point out another whole piece to it where they're like being controlled.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously the upside down cross is pretty obvious. Yeah.
I think for a song that and a video that's so heavily about religion, I think it's quite fortuitous timing that it was released in the midst of such a religious pandemonium that we find ourselves in Australia at the moment. Talk me through, I guess, what it meant to you guys to release this song right now, timing wise.
Yeah, well, just as we're about to, I think the week before we released the song was when the whole Hillsong thing happened. So obviously, yeah, we had shows cancelled. There was heaps of other bands cancelling shows left, right, and centre, and then Hillsong were just, going about business as usual and rubbing it in everybody's faces. And yeah, I think that's why I got really, really riled up, and I was like, I want to attack religion really heavily. But
I don't blame you. It comes from an emotional place, right? All you want to do is release your art, and you can't. But everyone else seems to be able to. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and it just seemed like so typical of our current government and of the church itself. Like, it's these set of rules for everyone else, but we're higher than you, so you can all get fucked. Basically, we'll do what we want, and that's basic. Yeah, it was just very ironic that all happened.
Absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Denny? What did it mean for you to release something like this in this current climate?
Probably a similar answer to Kieran. Like, because we're kind of a COVID band, basically. So we released our stuff in the end of 2020 was our first EP, and like, we barely got to play shows because of COVID, and to see other people in the same state under the same circumstances basically being allowed to, play shows and have no restrictions while we've just been pretty upset this whole time. It's pretty disheartening, to be honest. It's kind of like, like it makes you not want to believe like anything, even the government. It's just like everything to me felt like everything was against what we were trying to do music wise. So yeah, it's just good for the song to finally be out, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I know, and it's so interesting to have learned it from you now, Kieran, after you learned it from Amy, but like that it is coming from a place of trying to spread inclusivity, but like there's got to be a level of therapeutic release for you guys to just, at the end of the day, you've put out a brutally angry, loud track. Like that's got to feel really good, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely does. Yeah.
And, you know, you were speaking of shows before, and you're about to head out on a co-headline with Nicolas Cage Fighter later this month. How much are you looking forward to playing this track live?
Very, very much so. We've been practicing it till it hurts, pretty much. So we want to do it justice, but yeah, because of COVID, we haven't been able to play as many shows as we would have liked to. So, and even practicing at some points has been hard because we just couldn't get together for a while. But yeah, we've been practicing our little hearts out, and we can't wait to come and have Amy scream the lyrics in your face. And Denny and I have been practicing together while the other two are away doing other stuff. But yeah, looking forward to coming and doing some head banging. That's for sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get out there and like throw down in the middle of the pit to this track.
If you don't come out with it, you know, some scratches or some bruises, then what are you doing, right?
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully
I mean,
we can get people to move.
oh, I'm like, I mean, I'm Melbourne based, and it's certainly heading in a positive direction for us. So my fingers are crossed for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
On that note, you know, it's hard to bank on keeping plans alive at the moment, but all going well. And once this tour is kind of wrapped up, like what else can we expect from Vilify in 2022? Because I'm sure I'm not the only person waiting for more after this monstrous track.
We're actually booked in to record in March, and so we're just doing a couple of singles to start with, so they'll hopefully come out not too late in the year, and then we're hoping to record again towards the end of the year, and all things going in this kind of heavier, creepier direction is what we're aiming for. So if you like this track, hopefully you'll be pretty keen on the new stuff.
I love it. I'm super into it, so I'll be waiting by.
Awesome.
Well, everyone, you can listen to Veils of Grey playing on the Faction now. Make sure you watch the video because it's absolutely unreal, and make sure you catch the gang playing the East Coast later this month. Thank you so much, Denny and Kieran.
Thank you very
No
much.
worries.
Bye.